We've saved the queen for the last one. The queen, the star, I can't say king, right? Because that would be wrong, right, Paul? Is that wrong, the king? That's bad, okay. So Katrina Sawa is an award-winning international business coach and entrepreneur, the founder and CEO of K Sawa Marketing International, and the creator of Jumpstart Your Marketing System and the Love and Money Business System. Katrina is known as the Jumpstart Your Biz Coach because she literally kicks her clients and their businesses into high gear. She works with highly motivated entrepreneurs who want to maximize and fast-track their business to make more money and enjoy more free time. Katrina uses online and offline relationship marketing systems and strategies to leverage your resources, contacts, and expertise. Plus, she kicks you in the butt to implement it too. Please welcome to the stage, Katrina Sawa.
I think I'm on. Hi. Am I on? Can you hear me now? Am I on? Okay. Hi, everybody. So up until now, I was known as the Jumpstart Your Biz Coach. 13 years in business, but it's all over now because you know why? I am known for opening for Eddie Money. I am opening for Eddie Money. I tell you, I have not seen Eddie Money since 1987 when my sister took me to a concert at the Warfield in San Francisco, and I know he's back there listening, so that's exciting. So who am I, and what golden nugget am I going to share with you today, right? That's what you're all wondering. And let me tell you, it's been an interesting journey, this entrepreneurialism. Don't you agree? It's like, whew, a lot of ups and downs and ins and outs and cash flow. Anybody have a perfect experience with entrepreneurialism? Anybody? No, just checking. Okay, because I don't know a lot of people that have. I've been doing this a really long time, and it's evolved. And I tell clients all the time that your journey will evolve, and you just kind of have to roll with it, right? And so what I like to do is I like to talk about how to create your happiest life ever. And a lot of people know me as the kick you in your butt coach, and you know, I do that, but I do it with love. And I've known a long time that everything revolves around love. And I resisted it for a long time, let me tell you. This is one of my biggest mistakes, not listening to my coaches. I'm very stubborn. Anybody in here a little bit stubborn? Anybody in here say, no, I'm not going to do it that way, I'm going to do it my way, because I know clearly exactly what I need to be doing, right? Okay, I'm the only one? No? Okay, good. Okay, good. I'm in the right room. All right. So I took a little bit longer than a lot of people to get where I am because of that stubbornness. And I want to encourage you not to do that. I want to encourage you to listen to your heart, but also to your mentors, and to get the right ones in place for you. And one of the biggest things that I think is so important is in order of importance. I say this a lot to people, that you've got to be doing the things in your business in order of importance to reach your goals. Because if you do them out of order, the money may not come very fast, right? So I'll tell you, some of the biggest challenges in my entrepreneurial journey were not really the business challenges. They were the personal challenges. And when I realized that my starter marriage, my starter husband, was not following me along in my entrepreneurial journey, I had to make a decision to let that marriage go. And that was one of the hardest things ever, because I'd not been in a commission job, right? I had my own business. I started it in the marriage. And I had to leave the marriage going, oh God, is there going to be ground there when I step, right? And I don't know if anybody's ever experienced that, but it took me 2 years to build up the courage to actually leave that marriage. And it was one of the best things I ever did. And when I did that, I realized, oh my God, I have so much faith in myself. And I didn't know it at the time. I'm loving the background music. I didn't realize that what I was doing was having complete faith in myself at the time. It wasn't until about 3 years later when I actually wrote a chapter in my first compilation book called It'll All Work Out in the End. And I've been saying that all along. I believed in that all along, but yet I didn't realize it enough to be teaching it. I was probably teaching it subconsciously, right? Because we always kind of teach what we need to know the most, right? those 2 years too long in the marriage was I wasn't willing to settle. This is one of my messages for you, is to please stop settling in whatever that might be. It could be, oh good, thank you. You know, this is such a huge thing. I can't even tell you. I have so many clients. Most of them are women, but they're settling in unhappy marriages. They're settling with being unhappy with themselves. They're settling for significant others or best friends or mothers or daughters that aren't supportive of what you're doing in your entrepreneurial journey. I call those toxic people. It's not necessarily that you don't love them or they don't love you, but they just don't get you, right? Do you ever feel like you don't get? You haven't gotten? They don't get you, right? And it happens a lot, especially when you're surrounded by other people who maybe aren't entrepreneurs, right? So sometimes we have to put a little bubble around ourselves and to protect our energy. And I encourage you to do that and not necessarily engage with those people that aren't going to get you or don't want to take the time to communicate and understand how to get you, right? Because we need that encouragement, love. We need those cheerleaders on our sidelines. So I want you to think about and maybe write down, what are the things you're tolerating? Are you tolerating people? Are you tolerating your own head trash in your head? Are you saying things to yourself like, oh God, I need to lose weight? Or, oh man, I don't have the book done yet. Or, oh, you know, I want to do my own live event, but I'm scared, or whatever. Are you tolerating like crappy thoughts or unsupportive people? When is a good time to stop that? Right? Now, who's with me? I had an event, my very first event in 2009, and one of my clients, she wasn't my client yet, but she came to the event because it was all about love and money. And she came for the love, because she was in a very unhappy marriage. She'd been married for, I want to say, around 8 years at that time. She had 3 kids. She wasn't spending any time with her kids. She had 2 businesses, but she was so miserable. She was overweight, and she wasn't happy in the marriage. And when she left that event, she went home and gave her husband an ultimatum. Scary, huh? There was actually 4 women at that event that came, and they all went home and gave their husbands either an ultimatum or had some kind of communication. One ended up getting divorced, but the other 3 worked it out. And my client, Kathy, we ended up working on not only her love that year, but her business too, because she was working way too hard and didn't have time for a date night. When's the last time you had a date night, right? I have some clients who are single and need to be dating and want to meet that significant other, but they don't make time for dating. I have a whole online dating system for women over 40, by the way, because that's how I found Jason, right, on online. And I highly recommend it, but I'm all about systems. Systems for getting more done in your business to make you more money, reaching more people, but also systems in your personal life to protect yourself, to make sure that you're having those managing your time better so that you can have date nights, so that you can have vacations, right? One of the things I'm really passionate about, and I talk about in the mastermind all the time, is systems and why it's so important to have systems in your business. And so this is the money side, right? If you don't reach enough people, you won't have enough prospects to talk to, and you won't be making enough sales, right? We all know it's a numbers game. And so most of you, I can just tell you blanketly that you're just not marketing enough, period. You're not talking to enough people. You're not having enough sales conversations or enough transactions on your website to make the money that you want to make if you're not there yet, right? And so how do we reach more people more often and in more ways, right? We have to be smart, and we can't just do it all ourselves. We have to engage in help. We have to build a team, right? I had to build a team when I didn't have the money to build a team, but I wouldn't be in 6 figures for the last 8 years of my business without that team. There's no way. I can tell you right now, there's no way I would be there without the coaches, the masterminds, and the team, and the friends and the entrepreneurial support that I have. And so I really want to encourage you to think about, what is your business like now? Is it set up to run without you? What if something happened? What if you had to get 2 total hip replacement surgeries in 1 year and be out for 6 weeks each time? Would you be making money while that was happening? While you were laid up and on drugs in the sofa, right? Well, I did have to do that in 2013. And I tell you, it was not easy, but because I had the system set up in my business, I was able to consistently bring in the revenue. The marketing was still going out. I had automated systems going out for marketing, lead generation, follow-up, sales. I had a team who was talking to clients in my database. You got to have these things in place before you need them. Otherwise, it's too late and you're scrambling. Or you have to go out of town. I have a client who had to leave for 3 months and go take care of her sick mom, right? There's any one of us in here could have that happen to us, unfortunately. But you just never know when something's going to happen like that. And we want to be able to be there for our people, right? We want to be able to be there for those we love. And so you need to look at your business now as to, is it set up? Do you have the right programs, products, and services in place so that you're more leveraged and you're not just trading hour for dollar? Do you have the ebooks, the home studies, the webinars? Do you have the videos? Do you have the trainings? How can you get those, right? Are you building the list consistently? Do you have the automated marketing going out? Do you have the shopping carts and the email marketing program? It's all about systems and making your life easier. I'm telling you, my life is easier, but it's harder. Because with that ease comes more great ideas, right? And then you're like, I got a new idea and I want to go launch that. And if you're getting ideas like this, but you have no time to implement them, is because you're not setting your business up for success and for systems. And I'm telling you, you can have more money, you can have more love, you can have more freedom. I mean, didn't you get into this business because you wanted to set your own hours, right? But look how much we're working, right? So I just want to encourage you guys to think about what you're tolerating in your life and what can you let go of. Is there more love to be gotten for yourself? And where is the money in your business? I love to find the little holes and the opportunities in people's businesses, their marketing, their websites, their networking blurbs, everything you're doing, and how it all flows together. It's really important. I'm not the type of person that's just going to teach you like one little thing about marketing or your business, because that would be doing you a disservice, right? I need to see how everything you're doing is going to flow all together into a smooth-running, money-making business machine so that you can create your happiest life ever with date nights and vacations. We already have 2 vacations on the calendar this year. Yay, I'm so excited. Because last year we didn't get to plan, right? A lot of you know Jason went through cancer last year. And I was out of the office for most of the day, 6 to 8 weeks in a row last summer, right? If I didn't have systems in place, I would be tanked for income. But I sustained. I sustained because I had things set up. I had the right programs, products, and services, the right pricing, right? Don't undervalue what you're charging and what you're giving. There's some of you in here that are way undervaluing yourselves, and you're genius, This is my genius. Well, great, you should be charging the most for that, the most money for your genius. So I just don't want you to get stuck if life throws you those lemons, and those curveballs and those roadblocks. I want you to be prepared for it. And so I want you to, I'd love to help any of you if you have questions about how to set up your business for success, what kind of systems you might need. I'm not talking about software. I'm talking about strategy, process, and smarter ways of doing your business, right? But a lot of times with my clients, I'm focusing on their personal life first because they're not fitting it in right now, right? We need to build the business around the kind of life you want, not fit your life in around your business, because that's no fun, right? So how many people out there need some more love in their life? Raise your hand. Woohoo, raise it high. How many people want more money? How many people want both? You can have both, right? Do you guys believe that? You can do anything if you believe it. And I believe you can build a business that makes money around anything that you're passionate about. But you got to know how to do that. You got to have to write the right plan, and you got to have the right systems in place. And so I have a great offer this weekend. You can come and see me, but it's really, you get part of me. I have a live event coming up in April in Sacramento where we get into the nitty-gritty of all the different systems that I talk about with follow-up, marketing, social media, your website, your autoresponders, everything you need to do to generate more leads, marketing, do all the follow-up, the sales processes, the things that are going to make that smooth-running money-making machine for you. I do that at the events. I have coaching. I coach people all over the world. So I would love to just have a conversation with any of you who are interested. We also do web design. So if you are someone who's looking for a web design that's affordable, that can really get you going with building your list, come and see me because I have some great deals for that as well. And I'm giving away free CDs, and I just love to give free stuff. So come enter the drawing, and I would love to chat with you more, you guys. Have a great night. Awesome.
Ladies and gentlemen, Katrina Sawa. That was like perfect.
I ended early.
I know, 1 minute. Thank you.